I, Dr. Vikram Kapoor, Head Department of Zoology, Ketecham College, Nasik. Now welcome you all for this lecture of Vermi Technology to Credit course. Now today we are going to study this biology of earthworm, that is species Uterus usually. Now contents of this lecture, that is a systematic position of earthworm, to study this morphological structure as well as instructional features of earthworm, then total outline of this digestive system of earthworm, circulatory system of earthworm, excretory system of earthworm, nervous system and sense organs, outline of reproductive system of earthworm, and lastly economic importance of earthworm. Now about 3,000 species of earthworms are present in different regions. Only 3 to 4 species they are used for the commercially to prepare the vermicompost and vermi wash. That is a Essenia fetida, Uterus usually, Peuronix excavatus. Then these earthworms they are generally they are manure worm, red worm, regular worm, night regular worm. Then presence of the bands, that is the dark bands and night bands. Now earthworm is a segmented worm and terrestrial invertebrates which belongs to phylum Annelida. Now they are common inhabits with this moist soil and it feeds the organic matter. Earthworms, they are also called as a farmer's friend because of that worm castings, that is a fecal deposit which increase the fertility of soil. The burrowing process of this earthworm is used for the aeration, means the aeration of soil, and earthworms they are found in India, that is a two genus, that is a Peritima and Lumbricus. The morphology and anatomy that is related to that earthworm. First we will study the systematic position of earthworm. Now kingdom Animalia means body is multicellular and eukaryotic organisms. Presence of eukaryotic cell or multicellular means many cells are there. Division in vertebrata means absence of the vertebral column. The vertebral column means vertebrata, vertebral column is present in the dorsal side. Actually here notochord is present in ventral side. This is one of the important characteristics of invertebrata. Then phylum Annelida. The body is segmented, number of segments are there, and each segment that will be made up of annular ring-like structures, therefore they are part of the ring ones. Class Clitellata, or these are also included in Oligochaeta because of presence of the clitellum part in 14, 15 and 16 segments, and these parts are useful for the formation of cocoons. Then order Haplotaxida means there are two types of these orders in under the class Clitellata. One is Haplo and Diplotaxida. Means some they are living in a marine, but here this is a fresh water animal. Family utility means this animal is a terrestrial animal. They are mostly found under the stones. This is a habitat. Then genus Uterus and species Eugenie. Next, morphology of earthworm. Now this earthworm is a tube-like arrangement. They are cylindrical body and reddish brown in color. Body is divided into number of the segments. The dorsal side is a characteristic of the dorsal blood vessel. This dorsal side, dorsal blood vessel is present that starts from this mouth and end to this anus. But ventral side of this earthworm is presence of the genital openings. This is a characteristic of the ventral side. Means presence of the genital papillae. Then segments here on the basis of that presence of clitellum, body is divisible into three parts: precliteral region, clitoral region, and postclitoral region. Clitellum is present in a 14, 15, and 16 segments. Means from first segment up to the 13th segment, this region is a precliteral region, and 14 to 16, that is a clitoral region. Presence of the clitellum. This is a glandular part is there, and from 17th segment up to this last segment, that is a postclitoral region. This body of this earthworm is made up of 80 to 120 segments, and each segment is made up of annular ring-like structure. But externally, they shows this structure, but internally they are also made up of the internal septum, and some pores are present in internal septum because of presence of coelomic fluid that will passes from one region to the other region through these pores. Then earthworms, they are the hermaphrodite animals. Means both male and female sex organs, they are present in a single individual. Therefore, cross fertilization takes place, and during this cross fertilization, these cocoons are formed. Then externally, there are non-cellular cuticle is present. Body is covered by cuticle part, and below the cuticle, presence of epidermis. Here, dermis is absent because this is an invertebrate animal, and epidermis is a single layered. Epidermis is a single layered in invertebrate animal, and here made up of glandular epithelium as well as mucous glands are also there. They are responsible for to secrete this mucus. Then a digestive system of earthworm. Digestive system is concerned with to digest this food material. This complex food material is converted to the simpler food material. Example, polysaccharides in the form of the starch, cellulose, they convert into the monosaccharides through this whole system, that is a glucose, fructose, and galactose. Digestive system is made up of two parts. One is the alimentary canal and another one is the associated glands. Alimentary canal starts from this mouth and ends with this anus. It is made up of first part this mouth, second part buccal chamber, third part is pharynx, number 4 esophagus, 5th gizzard, number 6 stomach, number 7 intestine, and last is anus. Mouth is present in a first segment. It is formed by fusion of the peristomium as well as prostomium, and this mouth is concerned with ingestion of the food material. It is one surface of the nutrition. Then second, this buccal chamber. This buccal chamber is present from first to third segment, and this buccal chamber here made up of these many muscles, and these are useful for to ingest this material. With the help of this mouth, this material gets stored in the buccal chamber, and then it passes to this pharynx. Pharynx, which act as a suction pump, means here many muscles are present. They are useful for to act suction pump to ingest these particles, and it is also called as a grinding mill of earthworm. Is to grind this food material from larger particles into the smaller particles, and then this pharynx that is located in the fourth segment. Then next part is the esophagus. Esophagus, which carry this material from pharynx up to this gizzard, and that will be from 5th segment up to this 9th segment. 8 or 9 segment the gizzard is there, and the esophagus to carry the undigested food material, and then gizzard. Gizzard is also responsible for to grind the food material. It's larger particles and smaller particles. It is also called as a grinding mill of this earthworm. Then they stored one of this food material into the crop. Posterior small crop is also there, and we just store this mucus, which mix up with this mucus material. And then stomach part means from this 9th segment up to the 14 segments the stomach is present, and it is also chlorogen cells are also there. They are responsible for to secrete some of the substances. They are mixed with the food material, and then from 14 segment up to the last segment, this part is the intestine. Now width of esophagus, stomach and intestine, that is a different. Very small size in esophagus, then as compared to esophagus, larger size in stomach, and in intestine it is very wide, and that will be starts from the 16th segment up to this last segment. Now in intestine, here presence of the diplosol in a 20th segment, and last before the 25 segments. Diplosol is present. They are responsible for, it also divides intestine into three parts, that is a pre-diplosolar region, diplosolar region and post-diplosolar region, which play important role to the storage of this food material, and these are useful for the digestion. Means here a specific type of enzymes which act on specific type of food material is to digest the complex food to simpler food. And this digestive glands, that is the intestinal cecum, it is also one of the digestive gland which secrete this all type of enzymes, and these enzymes which act on this substrate, and then substrate which get converted into these products. Like that, starch, cellulose get converted into glucose, fructose, galactose. Then proteins get converted into amino acids. Then lipids get converted into the fatty acids and glycerols. This complex food to simpler food. Now this muscular gizzard here, they grind the soil particles, and then this is an important one of this part. The stomach, humus substance that is secreted, humic acid of humus get neutralized these calciferous glands, and they are present on the stomach region. The diplosol, it is important for the digestion as well as absorption of the food material. And last, this anus is to release this undigested part from the body. This is the function of anus. This is an outline of the digestive system. Now next, the circulatory system. Now in earthworm, circulatory system is a closed type of circulatory system, but majority of these invertebrate animals, open type of circulatory system is there, but this system is a closed type of circulatory system. Now there are four types of the blood vessels that are found in the body. One largest blood vessel is a dorsal blood vessel, which is present in a dorsal side of the alimentary canal. Ventral blood vessel is present below the alimentary canal, and lateral blood vessels, they are present on lateral side of the body. Now here hearts, they are responsible for the pumping organ which pump the blood from one region to this other region. But here this lateral, two types of these hearts are there. One is a lateral hearts which is found in a 7th and 9th segment, and then lateroesophageal hearts which is found in a 11th and 12th chamber or segments. Now posterior part of these nutrients that will be collected, therefore the dorsal blood vessel is to collect the nutrients from the posterior part of the body, and then they send to the towards the anterior side. And then lateral hearts which is responsible for to carry the blood from dorsal blood vessel to the ventral blood vessel. Now here lateroesophageal hearts, dorsal side of esophagus and dorsal blood vessel, both regions, this lateroesophageal hearts, they are connected, and which receive the blood from both blood vessels and carry towards the ventral blood vessel. Now circulation or the path of the ventral blood vessel is from anterior to posterior side, anterior to posterior side, and then this ventrointestinal vessels, they are also present, as well as dorsointestinal vessels are also present in the intestine. Then lateroesophageal vessel which is found in a lateral side, which also collect the blood from this anterior side, and then they passes to this posterior side. and then there are two types of these lateroesophageal blood vessels. One is present in one side, right side, another present in left side. And then commonly in a 12th segment, they commonly connect to each other and then to form the single blood vessel. That blood vessel is called subneural blood vessel, which is found in a below the nerve cord. Below the nerve cord. This is about the closed blood vessel. Then dorso-intestinal blood vessel and ventro-intestinal blood vessels. This ventro-intestinal blood vessel which supply the blood to the intestine, and in intestine which this is one of the part is to remove these external material and to receive the nutrients from the intestine, and they supply to the dorso-intestinal blood vessel. This dorso-intestinal blood vessel, there is a nutrients are more, and without the nitrogenous waste material. This is about the blood vascular system. Now next, excretory system. Excretory system means to remove the nitrogenous containing waste product from the body. This is a excretion, and the process of excretion with the help of the excretory organ. Now that excretory organ which included in excretory system. The excretory organ of earthworm is a nephridia. Now here this animal is a terrestrial animal, therefore which release the excretory material in the form of the ammonia and urea, no uric acid, because it is present in a moist place. Now there are three types of the nephridia. One is integumentary nephridia, second one is pharyngeal nephridia, and third one is septal nephridia. Septal nephridia that we found from 15th segment up to the last segment. The integumentary nephridia, they are present from 6th segment up to the last segment, and pharyngeal nephridia, they are present in a 4th, 5th and 6th segment. But first, second, then last segment, absence of the nephridia. Then this pharyngeal nephridia and septal nephridia, these are the enteronephric nephridia, because their ducts, they are open into the alimentary canal, and alimentary canal is present in the inner side, because the body plan is a tube within the tube. This is the body plan of the earthworm. But integumentary nephridia, they opens to outside, therefore it is called as a exteronephridia. This function of this nephridia to remove the nitrogenous waste material from the body. Now this is a septal nephridium of earthworm. Now this septal nephridium is made up of two important parts. One is a nephrostome and second one is a twisted loop. Now this nephrostome is to filter the nitrogenous waste material. Because of here the some ciliary gland cells, they are found in a nephrostome, which are responsible for filtration, and then it carries towards the body of septal nephridia, that is a straight tube and coiled tube. Now in this straight tube, this material goes from anterior side to this last part, that is about the terminal part of this straight tube, and then it goes to the coiled loop. In coiled loop, proximal and distal parts are there. Proximal part means here similar to this nephron structure. This proximal and distal. Proximal convoluted tubule, which is found in an anterior side, and distal convoluted tubule, which is present in a posterior side. Similar to that type here. But in apical part, these are again, they are connected to each other and to remove this waste material. During that, number of this, that is a selective reabsorption, tubular secretion, these processes are takes place. Means selective reabsorption means what? Selected material get absorbed into this body, and toxic materials not absorbed, they will be released to the external material that will be released to the this body of this nephridia. Then selective tubular secretion process which maintain the osmoregulation part. Means to maintain the salt and water balance, some oils they are also secreted and they maintain the homeostasis. This is about the nephrodia, which is responsible for excretion in function. Now next, nervous system. Nervous system of this earthworm, here it is a ganglionated type of nervous system. Presence of ganglions. Means here it is made up of two parts, that is a nerve ring and posterior ventral nerve cord. Nerve ring is made up of three parts, that is a cerebral ganglion, then a subpharyngeal ganglion and circumpharyngeal connectives. These three which forms the nerve ring, and then subpharyngeal ganglion connect the segmental ganglion. This is a ventral nerve cord, and then some of the nerves which arise from these ganglions, and they are concerned with to send the impulses to these particular regions. The ganglions means what? Ganglions means a group of these neurons. Neuron, it is a unit of the nervous system. And there are three types of these nervous systems are there. That is a central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and autonomous nervous system. Central nervous system, that is a nerve and ventral nerve cord. Peripheral nervous system is made up of these nerves which arise from the nerve ring as well as ventral nerve cord, and autonomous nervous system is made up of the sympathetic nervous system or sympathetic nerves. Now these ganglions, they are found in a specific segments because body is segmented, and each segment made up of one ganglion, and which arise the lateral nerves, and they innervate to the various type of the structures they are found into these particular segments. Then cerebral ganglion, here prostomial and peristomial nerves are there. They are useful for the burrowing habitat. These nerves, they supply, there is a first or second nerves are there, and they are found in a outer region of this mouth. This is the nervous system. Now then sense organs. Now here in earthworm, very poor type of sense organs are there. Photoreceptors are less, means no photoreceptors. Tactoreceptors, there are 3 nerve endings are present. Chemoreceptors are developed. That is a gustatory receptor and olfactory receptors. Chemoreceptors means what? Now the receptors which receive the chemical type of stimuli. The chemical stimuli, there is a two types, that is a gustatory and olfactory. Gustatory, they are concerned with sense of smell, and olfactory, they are concerned with sense of smell, sense of taste and sense of smell, which receive the liquid type of the stimuli as well as the gaseous type of the stimuli. Liquid type of stimuli received by the gustatory, and vapor form of this chemical stimuli received by the olfactory receptor. They are highly developed in earthworm. Now then reproductive system. Now before that the respiratory system. Now here very poor developed this respiratory system. This is respiration by the skin, that is called as a cutaneous type of respiration. This is directly skin which act as a respiration function. And then after that this reproductive system. Reproductive system, this earthworm animal is a hermaphrodite animal. Means both sex organs they are present in a single individual. Male sex organs as well as female sex organs. And that is also called as a bisexual organism or dioecious. But no self-fertilization is occur because the maturation of gonad is different. Maturation of testes and maturation of ovaries, they are different. This is the most important part of the earthworm, that is a reproductive part. Now then, it is made up of male reproductive system as well as female reproductive system. Now in male reproductive system, made up of two pairs of testes, then one pair of testis sacs, seminal vesicle, spermidal funnel, then prostate gland and male genital opening. Female reproductive system is made up of two pairs of ovary, then one pair of oviduct, then spermatheca. Now, this cross fertilization is takes place in earthworm. Cross fertilization means these two earthworms, they close together during this copulation. Means their ventral surfaces, they are connected to each other with the help of the CT, because here these earthworms, they are locomoted with the help of the CT, with the help of these some muscles which arise from the body wall. These act as a movement, and during this movement, the completely CT that will be incorporated into this body of this other earthworm. These two earthworms, they close together in an anterior as well as posterior side, or vice versa. And during that, there is a spermatheca. There are 4 spermatheca found in a one animal, that will be the 6, 7, 8 and 9 segments. Each spermatheca is made up of large ampulla and diverticulum part is there. And the spermatheca, they are concerned to storage of the sperms. During this copulation, sperms get stored into the spermatheca, and 2 pairs of testes, means these testes, they are located in a 10th and 11th segments, and their testis sacs will be located in a 11th and 12th segments. Now, the testes, they are considered, it is made up of seminiferous tubules, and these seminiferous tubules are responsible for formation of the male gametes. These seminiferous tubules, they are structural and functional unit of the testes. This to conserve into formation of the male gametes, and then male gametes, they are stored into the testis sacs. And seminal vesicle, which is found in 12 next segments, and they are responsible for to secrete the fluid. They are useful for nourishment of the sperms. And then spermidal funnel is there, which receive the sperms or male gametes from the testicular sac, and then it transport towards the, because they are open into the 18 segments, therefore the common prostatic and spermatic duct, which carry the sperms from that testis sac into the common prostatic and spermatic ducts. Then 2 pairs of these ovaries, they are located in actually posterior region of the 13th segment, and mostly female reproductive system will be occur in a 14th segment. Is these 2 oviductal funnels which arise from the ovary, and they are open into the oviduct, and oviduct which receive the ova from oviductal funnel into the female genital opening. Female genital opening, which is located on 14 segments. Then these clitellum, which are responsible for the formation of the egg case-like structure, and inner side of that, we are made of some embryos will be developed, because fertilization is taken on the external side. The sperms and ova, they fuse together to form the diploid zygotes, and they will develop into the egg case, because egg case which is formed by secretion of the clitellum, and then they are released into the soil. Now these structures, they are very useful for to increase this more earthworms, means 16 to 18 earthworms, they are developed from the single cocoon, and they are useful for the vermi culture as well as vermi wash. There are various type of species that we occur in this earth. But here this commercial prepared the vermi compost and vermi wash. Three species are generally used. That is Udrilla sugini, Isenia fetida, and Peronyx cavitas. Now, this biology of this earthworm of Isenia fetida, Udrilla sugini, as well as this third one Peronyx, they are similar, but only this location. With some earthworms they are present in a lowermost soil of soil. Some they are present in a superficial layer, and some they are present in between that. And they are concerned with some night crawler species are there. Some they are present in a daytime, but mostly this animal is a nocturnal type of this animal. Therefore, it is called regular night regular. Now, this is actually two earthworms can made by joining together and fertilizing to each other. But then this ends are the opposite ends. Means one earthworm from anterior side to posterior side is there. Clitoris is present in a one side, while other, because clitoris is found in a 14, 15 and 16 segment, and other part that is present in the opposite side. The latter, a tube of this mucus that is secreted by the clitellum and which form this egg case, and they are the slits of this worm's body, and then young worms they are hatch out into the soil during this development. And then this is about these cocoons. Cocoons released the young earthworms to outside. Then economic importance of this earthworm. Now earthworms they are useful in agriculture, means to increase the fertility of soil because of the humus material is there, and half digested material they are found in a worm casting. Worm casting is useful for increase the fertility of soil. Then this is also called as earthworm is called as a farmer's friend because of burrowing type of this habit, which gives the aeration of soil into the various type of this agriculture fields. Second, earthworms they are used as medicines. Some important medicines that we to prepare from these earthworms. They are useful for to cure some of the diseases. Then earthworms will be used as a bait, and for fishing means to used this for to catching these fishes, and in some regions means in Africa earthworms also used as a food. Then earthworms used in a laboratory for to study of the annelids. Now earthworm is the best studied material animal or organism for to study the annelida phylum. And then in a vermi earthworms that will be used as to the vermi compost and vermi wash, and which play important role to increase the crop. Thank you very much.